Hi, my name is Steve Johnson, and thanks for watching this video. I'm going to talk about interaction mini lines, which is a strategy I learned from attending a Jeff Zwiers presentation on November 17th of last year here in Kern County. So here's what it looks like. You have a group of students who line up in front of each other, and you can see that there's different formations that you can do depending on the number of students you have in a class. But basically, at the very least, you want a row of students like this, and then another row of students across from them like this, facing each other. One of the rows, in this case, this row right here, will be the students who move. So basically, here's the idea. The teacher throws out a topic, and the students have to discuss that topic. Once they're done discussing the topic with their first partner, this student moves to the next student, and the student at the end goes to the beginning of the line and talks with this student. So for example, let's say, I used to be an English teacher. Let's use a really easy example. Discuss nouns. What is a noun? Okay, well, this student would tell this student that a noun is in a sentence, let's say. And maybe this student says, well, a noun is a person. And so this first student goes, oh, okay, I knew a noun was in a sentence, and now that I know a noun can be a person. And then, depending on how much time the teacher can give, usually it could be around 30 seconds to a minute maybe, then they switch. So this student would go here, the student here, and so on, and the student would go at the beginning. So now this original student who's here now, in his mind or her mind would think, okay, a noun is in a sentence and it's a person. And so this student would tell this student that. And this student could say, when it's his turn, after maybe the 30 or 30 seconds or the minute is over, he or she could tell this student, well, a noun is also a place. So this student now knows that a noun is in a sentence, it's a person, it's a place. Right, and then maybe the student goes here and learns from the student it's a thing, or maybe from this person it learns it's an idea. And so by the very end of the line, when this original student that was here is all the way in front of this student here, the student knows, he or she's going to have to speak in front of the other student. So the student's going to have to say, a noun is in a sentence, it's a person, place, it's a thing maybe they heard, and it's an idea. So you can see that there's a lot of benefit for the students who are moving because they're learning a little bit, they share, and then they learn a little bit, and they continue that on with them, and they have to repeat that to the next student and the next student and the next student. And of course, the students who aren't moving, they're learning too. It's not like they have all the knowledge and they're just giving it. They are receiving it as well. So everyone in the mini line is learning, and it's dynamic. They're moving, they're standing up. It's really great. When I did this within the Jeff Zwiers session, I learned a lot. It was all about ELD strategies. And so it was me and I believe about 4 other teachers, and then 5 teachers across from us. And each teacher, I think I was right here. This was me. And so I wasn't the teacher that was moving. The teachers that were moving were sharing different things with me as they'd come along, and I'd share a little bit too. And from what the teachers were saying that were moving, they were like, "Oh man, when I was here, I didn't really have much to say, but as I moved along, I was able to acquire the words I needed in order to really feel like I was giving a good answer." And I felt the same exact way. When it was my turn to provide information, I had a lot of words that I didn't have before, and it was great. I remember sitting back down after this little exercise and thinking, man, that was so awesome. I wish I could do this in a classroom right now with students. So the big thing is that you could do this when students have a little prior knowledge, but it's probably best to do this after a lesson where the students have already acquired or been given information during that lesson, so that they all remember different aspects of the lesson, so they have things to talk about. It gives them words to use. Also, I think a really important thing, and this is just my personal opinion, but this strategy, this interaction mini-line strategy, isn't necessarily to help reinforce what you as the teacher have taught in class. I mean, that's definitely a secondary effect of this, I think. But the main thing is you want the students to talk. You just want them to talk. You want them to listen, and you want them to string together the words and the ideas they're receiving from the other students, sharing that with the students that they come up to. So it's really forcing them to think and to talk. And for EL students, the best way to help them build their academic vocabulary is to get them to talk. You know, teachers can talk all they want to students, but it's really powerful and really important to have the students talking to each other, and that is how you're going to get a big bang for your buck in the classroom. So hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching.